Have you ever wondered what it would be like to leave your world behind and step into a realm of endless possibilities? Welcome to the enchanting genre of Isekai anime, where every portal opens to a new adventure and every protagonist gets a fresh start. Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the vibrant worlds, unforgettable characters, and thrilling stakes that make Isekai one of the most beloved genres in anime. Isekai isn't just a genre, it's an escape. It's where dreams of exploring fantastical realms come to life. Whether it's a medieval kingdom under siege, a futuristic game world, or a quaint village filled with mysteries, Isekai anime offers a world for everyone. But here's the catch. It's not all fun and games. Sometimes the stakes are as high as saving a kingdom, and other times it's as simple and heartwarming as chasing a dream. Imagine stepping into a game world and deciding, you know what, I'm going all in on defense. That's the quirky genius behind Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Maple, the protagonist, doesn't just break the game's mechanics, she redefines them. By focusing all her stats on defense, she becomes an unstoppable force, immune to almost any attack. But it's not just her defensive prowess that makes her journey captivating. It's the way she stumbles into overpowered abilities, often by accident, that adds an element of surprise and hilarity. Maple's charm isn't just in her invincibility. It's in her genuine, kind-hearted nature that brings her friends together to form the Maple Tree Guild. Watching Maple and her friends conquer challenges with humor and charm is an absolute delight. The show masterfully balances lighthearted fun with creative battles, showcasing how teamwork and unconventional strategies can lead to victory. While it's not a traditional Isekai, since the characters aren't physically transported to another world, it captures the heart of the genre, immersing yourself in a new reality where anything is possible. With each episode, Bofuri reminds us that sometimes having fun is the ultimate game plan. What if you were reincarnated in the same world, but this time with every advantage imaginable? That's the premise of I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince. Prince Lloyd doesn't just have resources. He's a magical prodigy and a one-man army. From a young age, Lloyd exhibits a mastery of magic that puts even seasoned wizards to shame. His vast mana reserves and access to the kingdom's finest magical resources make him nearly unstoppable. Watching him effortlessly dominate battles is endlessly satisfying, but the series doesn't stop at action. Lloyd's interactions with those around him, from terrified foes to loyal allies, add layers of humor and intrigue. Even demons, initially enemies, are so overwhelmed by his power that they swear loyalty out of sheer fear. The show's breathtaking animation elevates its intense battles, bringing Lloyd's magical prowess to life in stunning detail. For fans of overpowered protagonists and high-octane storytelling, Seventh Prince is a roller coaster ride that delivers on every front. It's a power fantasy done right, offering just the right blend of action, humor, and awe-inspiring spectacle. Not every Isekai needs a sword or a spell. Sometimes all you need is a dream, and for Urano Motosu, that dream is books. Reincarnated as the frail maid in a medieval world, she faces a heartbreaking reality. Books are a luxury she can't afford, but Main doesn't give up. Despite her physical limitations, she uses her modern knowledge and unrelenting determination to craft her own books, starting with handmade paper and ink. Her journey is a testament to perseverance, showcasing how even the smallest goals can be monumental in the right context. Along the way, Main forms meaningful connections with the people around her, from her supportive family to newfound friends who are drawn to her passion and ingenuity. Her desire to share the joy of reading transforms not just her life, but the lives of those in her community. The ascendance of a bookworm proves that even the simplest goals can make for a compelling story. The series shines in its ability to turn everyday struggles into grand adventures, reminding us that sometimes the most profound journeys are the ones closest to the heart. It's a tale of resilience, creativity, and the unyielding power of a dream. A love letter to the joy of discovery and the magic of stories themselves. Imagine being transported to another world, only to find out you're not the hero they were expecting. That's what happens to, say, Takanashi in The Saint's magic power is omnipotent. But instead of despair, Sei embarks on a journey of healing, self-discovery, and quiet strength that makes this anime truly unique. Sei is a 20-something office worker who's accidentally summoned to the magical kingdom of Salutania. When another girl is chosen as the saint, Sei is overlooked. Rather than giving up, she finds purpose in the kingdom's research institute, crafting potions and exploring her growing magical powers. Her abilities soon surpass expectations, hinting that she might actually be the true saint. This isn't your typical Isekai filled with battles and overpowered heroes. Sei's story focuses on healing, both physical and emotional. Her magic restores life, rejuvenates the land, and touches the hearts of those around her. Along the way, she forms meaningful relationships, including a sweet, slow-burn romance with Captain Albert Hawk. The anime's soft visuals and soothing soundtrack create an enchanting atmosphere, bringing the world of Salutania to life. It's a tale of finding your place, even when the odds are against you, and discovering the quiet strength in kindness and compassion. If you're looking for an Isekai that's heartfelt, magical, and refreshingly different, the saint's magic power is omnipotent is a must-watch. Mushoku Tensei, jobless reincarnation, is often the subject of heated debates in the anime community, but love it or hate it, it's undeniably a cornerstone of modern Isekai. The story begins with a jobless, middle-aged man who, after a life of regret, dies and is reincarnated as Rydius Grerat in a magical world filled with monsters and adventure. Retaining his past life memories, Rydius has an emotional and intellectual advantage, allowing him to excel in magic and other skills from an early age. What sets Mushoku Tensei apart is its dedication to world building and character development. Rydius' growth isn't just about mastering magic, it's about overcoming his flaws and becoming a better person. The show doesn't shy away from his darker tendencies, making his redemption arc all the more impactful. The animation is breathtaking, and the immersive world becomes richer with each episode. While some moments may push boundaries, the series' ability to tell a deeply personal and transformative story makes it a standout in the genre. Re:Zero isn't just an Isekai, it's a psychological gauntlet. Natsuki Subaru is transported to a fantastical world with a unique power, returned by death. On paper, it sounds like a cheat code for survival, but in practice, it's a curse. Each time Subaru dies, he's reset to a specific point in time, forced to relive the pain of his demise and the despair of failure. What makes Re:Zero so compelling is its exploration of Subaru's resilience. Each death is a lesson, each reset an opportunity to grow. The themes of loss, determination, and self-improvement are woven into a narrative that's as heart-wrenching as it is inspiring. The stakes are always high, and the relationships Subaru forms, particularly with Emilia, Rem, and the other characters, add emotional depth to the relentless struggle. With its intricate plot and moments of raw vulnerability, Re:Zero stands as one of the most unique and emotionally charged Isekai series. If you're a fan of dark, edgy anime, Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest is the Isekai for you. The story follows Hajime Nagumo, a seemingly ordinary high schooler who, along with his class, is transported to another world to fight demons. Betrayed by a classmate and left for dead, Hajime's transformation from weakling to unstoppable force is a journey fueled by revenge and survival. What makes Arifureta stand out is Hajime's arsenal of modern weaponry in a world dominated by swords and magic. His creative use of guns and technology gives the battles a unique twist. Alongside him is a group of powerful women, each with their own abilities, forming a harem that adds both tension and comedic relief. While the series has its rough edges, it delivers a satisfying power fantasy with intense action and a protagonist who isn't afraid to bend the rules of his new world. Few Isekai manage to blend humor, action, and world-building as seamlessly as that time I got reincarnated as a slime. The story begins with Rimuru Tempest, a regular guy who finds himself reincarnated as a lowly slime in a fantastical world. But Rimuru isn't just any slime. He has a unique ability to absorb the powers of anything he consumes, quickly becoming one of the most formidable beings in the land. What sets Slime apart is its focus on diplomacy and nation-building. Rimuru's journey isn't just about gaining power, but also about creating a thriving nation where different races coexist. The series balances epic battles, like Rimuru's ability to annihilate entire armies, with moments of heartfelt humor and camaraderie. The political intrigue and the richly detailed world make every episode a treat. While the third season's slower pace has earned it the nickname "That Time I Got Reincarnated in a Meeting," the show's charm, characters, and unique take on isekai storytelling make it a must-watch for fans of the genre. Overlord flips the traditional isekai script by putting a villain, or at least an anti-hero, at its center. Ain's Olgaun, formerly a regular gamer, is transported into the world of Yggdrasil as his in-game avatar, a powerful undead sorcerer. But unlike other isekai protagonists, Ain's isn't concerned with being the savior of this new world. Instead, he embraces his role as the Overlord, ruling through sheer power and fear. Within the Tomb of Nazarick, Ain's is revered as a god by his loyal followers, a collection of unique and terrifying NPCs who now have lives of their own. However, to the outside world, Ain's is a force of destruction. One of his most iconic moments involves annihilating hundreds of thousands of enemy soldiers in an instant, a jaw-dropping display of his immense power. While his ultimate goal is to find other real players trapped in this world, Ain's is content to dominate and explore the intricacies of his new home in the meantime. Overlord is a fascinating dive into what happens when the hero of the story isn't bound by morality, and it challenges viewers to see the world through the eyes of someone who is unapologetically ruthless, yet endlessly compelling. What happens when a cold, calculating salaryman reincarnates as a child in a war-torn world? Enter the saga of Tanya the Evil. Tanya von de Geerchaf isn't your typical isekai protagonist. Murdered by a disgruntled coworker, she insults being X, the godlike entity overseeing her universe. Just before her death, in retaliation, being X reincarnates her as a young girl in a brutal, alternate version of World War I, with one caveat. She must live a life of faith or face eternal damnation. But Tanya isn't one to surrender. Instead of bowing to being X, she thrives in her new environment, becoming a military prodigy and an unstoppable force on the battlefield. Her strategic brilliance and sheer ferocity make her a one-man army, mowing down enemies with ruthless efficiency. Tanya's disdain for being X only fuels her relentless drive, as she uses every opportunity to defy the divine entity. The series balances intense action with sharp commentary on faith, morality, and survival. Tanya's unapologetic ambition and cunning make her one of the most complex characters in isekai, and her story is as thrilling as it is thought-provoking. Whether you admire her or fear her, Tanya von de Geerchaf is impossible to ignore. If laughter is the best medicine, Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world, is the cure for anyone needing a break from high-stakes drama. This side-splitting comedy takes the classic isekai setup and turns it on its head. Kazuma Satu, a regular guy from Japan, dies in the most humiliating way possible and is offered a chance to reincarnate in a fantasy world. When the goddess Aqua mocks him during their meeting, Kazuma spitefully chooses to take her along as his one item, setting the stage for endless chaos. Kazuma's new life is anything but smooth sailing. His party is a collection of lovable misfits, each more dysfunctional than the last. Aqua, despite being a goddess, is hilariously useless in most situations, often causing more problems than she solves. Megumin, the group's mage, can cast an explosion spell powerful enough to destroy anything, but only once per day, leaving her completely drained afterward. Then there's Darkness, the team's tank, who can take a beating like no other, but has a masochistic streak and can't land a single hit on her enemies. The humor in Konosuba is relentless, from its ridiculous premise to the absurd interactions between its characters. Every episode is packed with laugh-out-loud moments, clever dialogue, and situations that parody classic fantasy tropes. While it doesn't have the epic battles or deep lore of other isekai, Konosuba shines in its ability to make viewers laugh until their sides hurt. It's a feel-good adventure that reminds us that sometimes it's okay to not take things too seriously. And there you have it, fellow adventurers. From the ruthless reign of Ain's Olgaun and Overlord, to the battlefield brilliance of Tanya von de Geerchaf in the saga of Tanya the Evil, and the comedic chaos of Kazuma and his crew in Konosuba, we've explored some of the most iconic and unforgettable isekai worlds. Each of these series brings something unique to the table, proving why this genre continues to capture the hearts of anime fans worldwide. If you enjoyed this journey through magical worlds, epic battles, and laugh-out-loud moments, Don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow anime fans. And hey, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you won't miss out on our next deep dive into the world of anime. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. And remember, no matter which world you find yourself in, the real magic is in the stories we share. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep watching anime. See you.